Welcome back to Long Beach State University. Brea Olinda on top of Vista Murrieta 16-14 as we prepare to start the second. This is game 3 in a full slate. Basketball heaven here at the Pyramid. Coming up next, the boys Division I final, Redondo Union taking on top-seeded Crespi. Then it's Long Beach Poly, the girls in the Open Division facing Chaminade. The boys Open, Bishop Montgomery taking on Chino Hills. And look at Redondo Union in the stands, just checking out the games, snacking a little bit, getting ready for what will be the biggest game of many of those young players' lives. Good times here at the Pyramid. Back to game action. Brea Olinda, Vista Murrieta, the Broncos trying to go for the steal, but Nazrin Ulel had her foot out of bounds right in front of us here at the broadcast table.
So the Broncos stepping it up on ball pressure now, trying to force some turnovers by Brea Olinda in their backcourt. Take some time off, don't allow the entry pass.
Fumatu to Richardson. Richardson fouled on the drive. Good cut by Richardson.
Great eye contact by the teammates, just trying to wait for Richardson to get free. Fumatu kind of waiting for the break. Richardson led her with her hand. She threads the needle, bounce pass, and Richardson will get some opportunities at the charity stripe. She looks like that Arizona State-bound type of player. They are so defensive-minded there, but Charlie Turner-Thorne typically likes all of her players to be able to do all things well, and she is certainly a balanced athlete.
Shia Cotton on the drive. The rebound goes down to Ulel. Ulel can't get it to go, but the Broncos maintain possession. Jalen Brown misses the layup, goes right back to Ulel. She's fouled on the play.
There's that emotion of Ulel just saying, I am going to stick with it. How many bodies touching this ball for Vista Murrieta? That is the third. Here's the fourth. You throw that many numbers at it, you think, okay, high percentages. I'm going to continue to take my chances, crashing the boards.
Victoria Chia returns to Vista Murrieta.
They certainly got a lot of chances on this possession, and Ulel gets a chance here to try to convert. 15 points per game on the season, and convert she does.
Now you look at these two teams, the talent here, two nationally ranked teams, not just in the state of California. Both of these teams ranked within the top 30 in the nation.
Ulel pokes it out of bounds. Brea's going to get the ball right back.
Fumatu sees the court so well. You can see her trying to get her team in motion, looking for Richardson.
And Fumatu, just a sophomore. Talk about the youth. Here's Richardson on the baseline. She finds Irie Jarrett, but it's going to be a shot clock violation.
Yeah, Richardson couldn't get free, so Vista Murrieta put the clamps down on her. Jeff Sink was just saying, come on, shot clock management, we got to pay attention.
There's Brittany Reed with a crossover, trying to spin move in the lane, but they kind of double her in the lane. They call the travel.
Yeah, and absolutely right. And that's court awareness, right? You got to kick it out. You draw the double team. You had a couple open players, teammates on the perimeter. Don't try and do too much too early in this game.
Marsh setting the screen for Richardson, and they call the foul on the floor.
Yeah, Chia saw that Richardson got that first step past her, so she just looped her arm and tried to slow her down, and they whistled her for the foul. But you're going to see that Richardson's speed is no match for Chia.
Well, Chia, the crafty veteran, 3-year starter on this team, really controls the pace of play.
And Richardson's got about 4 inches on Chia, so they keep trying to get her the ball. Now she has it.
Richardson driving, and she's fouled, so she'll be shooting too.
So you could just watch the thought process in Richardson's mind, right? She's got 4 inches, so she says, if I get it outside, I can shoot over Chia. I don't want to do that. She doesn't take the screen, goes away from it, takes 2 defenders to the hole, and decides she's going to go to the line. But it's almost like, okay, which way do I want to score? Do I want to hit it from outside, or do I want to get my points at the line?
Listen, when you're averaging 22 a game, when you have a scholarship to Arizona State, it's pick your poison.
Yeah.
Back to a 4-point lead for Brea, as Richardson hits both of them.
This is a Brea team, 12-4 in SoCal championships. They know what it's like to be here, but not this team. But I'll tell you, early signs are they're feeling really comfortable here in the Pyramid.
Jump ball possession's going to go to the Broncos.
Jump ball. Ball awarded to the Broncos on alternating possession.
Hustle play, loose ball. Every ball counts. Richardson, ball on the ground. She sticks with it. Broncos got to find some offense here.
Jalen Brown trying to use the glass to no avail. Ball will stay here one more time as it's knocked out of bounds by Brea.
Yeah, Fumatu, all 5'1" of her, really working the glass for Brea Olindo. So these guys have bought in the rebounding no matter their size.
Inside to Reed. Reed on the nice little turnaround, gets it to go.
Size mismatch on the low post. Reed just puts the ball on the floor, recognizes it, and says, I can shoot over this, and does.
Here's Richardson using the screen. Gets double team, tries to find the open man. Fumatu down low to Iree Jarrett, who converts.
Starts with Richardson, draws the double team, reverses it, gets a favorable roll.
Here's Ulel, blocked by Richardson. All the way up top to Tyona Watkins. 24-18, 6-point lead now for Brea.
Every play has Richardson involved on either end of the floor. The difference maker, the disruptor.
Here's Ulel, thinks about the 3, keeps her dribble alive. Inside to Brown, and she took steps.
So we're seeing crisp passing by Brea Olinda. For Vista Murrieta, we're seeing a little jumpiness on the low blocks, traveling, errant passes, some miscommunication. And they're the veteran team.
Yeah, wasn't supposed to happen that way.
Anything can happen in March.
That is true. Here's Richardson. Great move on the baseline. One of the words that Jeff Sink used to describe her was slinky, because she just kind of slinks around. She has a talent for being able to get to the hole no matter where she is, and no matter who's in the way to impede her progress. There's Reed off the mark. Brown fighting for the ball. They're going to call it travel on Brea, so it'll stay here.
There's the timeout on the court.
Timeout here at the Pyramid. Brea playing hard and playing fearless. The young team with a 6-point lead. We will be back right after this.
If you treated your tablet like greasy fast food treats your body, you'd have no way to watch cat videos. So say no to greasy fast food and treat your body right with the delicious rotisserie-style chicken sandwich from Subway. Made with our new hand-pulled all-white meat chicken raised without antibiotics, all on our freshly baked bread. The Subway Sandwich Shop. Fresh is what we do.
Thank you, dear. You make me feel so young.
Think young. Pass it on.
You make me feel so spring.
The defenders are important to the Lakers organization because it gives the guys opportunities to play and develop as players. It's a big transition from college to the NBA. The game is much faster, so D-League, it helped me have the opportunity to play on the big stage.
Stolen by Clarkson. He goes high in there. Whoa! Throw it down on Dante Exum.
being called up and playing with the Lakers, you know, it's definitely an honor, and you got to take a certain pride when you put on a jersey.
Welcome back to Long Beach State University. Brea Olinda with the 8-point lead over Vista Murrieta. Riley Richardson, one of the reasons why the Arizona State signee doing a little bit of everything in this game.
She is the disruptor. Shows she can run the floor with that lean frame. She can be the consummate teammate and find the open three. And she can go baseline and take some contact on the way.
She is the only senior in this starting lineup for an extremely young Brea Olinda team. 13 freshmen or sophomores dot this roster, taking on a much more experienced Vista Murrieta. But so far, it is the youth of Brea that has come out to the early lead. 8 points separates these two teams right now. The Broncos trying to cut the lead. That shot off the mark. Here comes Brea. Jarrett to Fumatu.
Brea really trying to spread the floor. They're trying to find some room.
And Fumatu finds the bottom of the basket right there.
To operate. Look, they may be young, but Jeff Sink has them so well coached. They're staying in their spots. They're not collapsing. Staying in their spots creates space. Space creates opening in the defense, and knocking down the shots just sends it home. So this is where Jeff Sink says, yeah, they're young, but look, he has got them buying into holding their ground, holding their positions. And when you stay to the philosophy of your coach, hey, good things can happen. Right now, it's a 10-point lead.
Got a little careless with the ball right there, so the Broncos going to take over. You can see Jeff Sink just a little animated today. A lot of passing. Here's Victoria Chia off the mark. Rebound goes right back to Kailani Cooper, who puts it up and in.
Got to see more of that from Cooper. Weak side boards. See full court pressure from the Broncos as they try to get the turnover here.
Richardson over to Irie Jarrett off the backboard, follows the shot, gets fouled.
And this is why Brea Olinda is so fundamentally sound. They find the positions, the spots on the floor, the miss, the follow-through, the putback, the commitment to stay with the ball. Jarrett creating her own opportunities.
Jarrett makes the first. It makes it a 9-point lead for the Wildcats.
You know, on the other side, Kurt Ruth says our team tends to lose focus. They battle down all season long from 20 points down, battle from double-digit down, and fight their way back. This is one of the things where they got to get refocused here in the first half. And that means by getting your bigs involved.
Well, there's one of them right there. Brittany Reed, turnaround, no good, but look who's there, Jalen Brown.
And that was all bigs. It started big, and then you get the pass up at the top of the key, the turnaround, and crash the boards. Starts big, and there's the entry pass. Here's the shot, and then crashing the boards and finishing. So it's the Brown-Reed show now, using that size advantage, saying I can pass over, I can shoot over, and now I got to jump over to close this gap.
You know, Brown's an interesting story because she missed the first 27 games of the season. She suffered a torn ACL last year. She's going to be playing her college ball at Cal, but she had to use playoff games to get her conditioning back, and she's almost there, finally, after missing the first 27 games of the year.
Kind of like merging into the Autobahn, right? You just got to hit ramp speed right away. And she did. And, you know, Kurt Ruth is saying, we have played a tough battle throughout these playoffs, and she has had to step up. And like a true champion, she's game form.
Now you can see how they got here. That last win against Oaks Christian is the reason they're here today. Trying to apply the pressure. They're going to call a travel on Chrislyn Marsh. She had the ball poked away, and couldn't quite get the handle of it
A
again.
commitment to defense by Vista Murrieta. Gets the turnover. Number of possessions key here for the Broncos.
Here's Brown again, spinning, turning, using that left hand. Nice shot.
So what she is seeing, and finally that Murrieta is recognizing, is they are about 3 to 4 inches, player to player, taller than Brea Olinda. So now they're just breaking it down, going one-on-one, and using the rest of the team to crash the boards.
First personal, 18 fouls.
Yeah, one of Brea's goals coming in was to limit those touches inside, and if they can't do that, they're going to have a tough time defending this bigger, stronger team. Richardson hits the first. And she hits the second.
You know, with Richardson on the floor, as many things as she does well, she's not going to let this game get out of hand. You know she's going to want that basketball on here, even just getting to the line. Stops the clock, puts them both in, and keeps Brea on top.
There's Brown over to Chia. Three-point attempt in the corner coming from Shea Cotton.
Brea fouls on number 1, Riley Richardson, her second personal, 7th team foul on the Wildcats. Vista Murrieta's in the bonus.
There's a look at Richardson, who's the leading scorer for Brea so far with 10 points, as she has been all year.
She's battling on the blocks with some of the bigs now for the Broncos, and they're lost that battle against Ulel. But she's trying to body up and knock her, Reed and Brown, away from the blocks to clear space for her teammates, and there got whistled for the foul.
There's Ulel making the free throws, trying to break the press here. Can't do it. Are they going to call backcourt?
Backcourt
They sure are.
ball awarded to Brea.
They executed that press nicely, though.
Pressure D. Again, just trying to get through the big arms, the lankiness of Vista Murrieta. And always safe to put the ball in the hands of Richardson. So you talk about creating. If you watched how that play unfolded, Richardson gets a screen, crossover dribble, beats another defender, and then draws contact to find her own opportunities. So even if there isn't a play there, Richardson is smart enough. Okay, there's one. Here she gets a screen, crossover dribble, beats another, draws contact, and goes to the line.
Yeah, she's been living to the free throw line today. That's her 11th point. And everything she does just seems effortless. She's that type of player.
It really does. She's so smooth, efficient, no wasted motion, but you know she's already thought it out before she executes rather than making it up as she goes.
12 points in the game for Riley Richardson.
It's probably why she's got the near 4.0 grade point average. What do you think?
Yeah, she seems to have it all together. I'll tell you what, impressive on and off the court for sure. Brea as a team has a 3.75 GPA. From deep, this is Ulel. That's off the back of the rim. Brea's going to come up with a rebound. Johnson, the first time we've called her name today. For Matu working with a couple of subs in the backcourt. Time winding down. That's going to be a deep shot from Riley Price. They're going to get another chance before the end of the half here. And they call a travel on Fumatu. The basket goes, but it's not going to count.
Traveling call, no
So
basketball
that's about 3 steps too many.
Not the Euro step, that's just too many steps.
This isn't the NBA. That flies in the NBA.
Long baseball pass, but the Broncos can't complete it, so we're going to head into halftime. It's going to be a 33-26 game. 7-point lead for Brea Olinda at the break. The youngsters getting it done so far, trying to advance to Sacramento. We'll be right back here at the Pyramid in just a couple.